Start with today's top story, which is the BBC's story. It's called the bombshell story. This is not the first story. This story has been told by independent journalists before it was even made. We have also mentioned this story in this vlog. This story has come from different places. But today, the BBC, because their boss, the boss of the army who is sitting in London, because this is their headquarters, their institution, so today the soldiers may have to listen to what is being said about them. The story begins during the time of General Bajwa. General Bajwa, you may remember, had retired in November. And the war that had started, this war between the Russians and the Ukrainians, this war had started in February. The day this war started in February, Imran Khan went to Russian President Putin. And a month and a half after that, Imran Khan was released. It's strange that Imran Khan took a neutral stance in this war. And as soon as Imran Khan was released, a week later, there was a meeting in Islamabad. There was a big conference. And in this conference, General Bajwa, whom I lovingly call General Baba spoke, which was not his job, and General Baba said, it's strange, although at that time the government was in transition and Pakistan Foreign Office had a very clear neutral stance that we don't want to get into this war. But General Baba clearly presented his stance because it is his father country, not the country of Pakistanis. He presented his stance. He said no, what Russia did was wrong. He presented a Western stance. It became quite clear that General Baba started to speak pro-Western. After that, 3 or 4 months later, he went to English. In England there was another woman who was the Queen, who is now deceased. She became the representative of the Queen. She gave a very big speech in her military academy. And the BBC story starts from that day itself. When he was speaking that the British and the Pakistani army are together, on that day the UK and British Air Force's Globe Masters started the secret landings in Pakistan, and these are the 150mm shells from Pakistan. This is the technology of World War II. Pakistan does not have any modern weapons. Don't worry, these are old basic shells. But their design is so effective that they are used a lot in the battlefield. This is the fight they started. Justice Mazahir Naqvi is a strong Supreme Court judge. I have told you earlier that the cases of military means criminal intent, the cases in which someone is charged, the 2 or 3 expert judges of those cases, one of them is Judge Mazahir Naqvi. He is a strong judge. In the last few months, he has given strong decisions which the powerful circles of Pakistan did not like. Then a tape was issued against him. The issue of the tape was something else. Then a reference was filed against him. This reference was filed by a famous lawyer of the Noon League in the Supreme Judicial Council. And the reference filed against other judges like Justice Tariq Masood, the reference filed against him a lawyer named Amna Malik. Amna Malik's statement is that he was harassed. His words were not heard and his throat was choked, his views were choked. The Supreme Judicial Council did not listen to him. And on the other hand, a swift action has to be taken against Justice Mazahir Naqvi. Why? The purpose is to put him under pressure. The purpose is to somehow get him expelled from the Supreme Court, to remove him so that other judges get scared and the powerful circles decide what they say. But Justice Mazahir Naqvi has been stalled. He has filled a new petition. He was called to the Judicial Council, which he challenged in the Supreme Court. Exactly Justice Qazi Faiz Issa did. He used the same right this time as well, but Qazi Sahib did not file his petition, did not listen to him. So now Justice Naqvi is also not going to give up, and you talk about the Practice and Procedure Bill. So take the Practice and Procedure Bill. Under that, within 2 weeks a number had to be filed on my request, which you have not filed yet, so file the number, and I want my trail in open court at all costs. So that the entire public knows what I have done. The entire system thinks Justice Naqvi intends to expose me. So let's see if Qazi Faiz Issa writes about him or not.
The Indian Intelligence Agency RAW, which has been interfering in the internal affairs of the Indian government since 1947 to 1948, and RAW has been interfering for many years, in the era of Ashraf Ghani. They have made some secret cells in Pakistan with NDS, which was an Afghan intelligence, and these people do target killing in Pakistan. Control is with the Indian Intelligence Agency, and the foot soldiers in Pakistan are Afghanis who are trained, are former employees of NDS and the Afghan army. They do target killing in Karachi, they do target killing in Lahore, even in Azad Kashmir, and some of them have been caught. Where have they been caught? From Islamabad. They have been caught from Islamabad. For more news updates, follow our YouTube channel News by Wajahat Khan.